Yo, welcome everyone. After a major pump, Bitcoin is now getting a rejection and losing the most important volume level. That's actually very bad. Let me show you. You're actually going to notice that as of right now, we are getting a rejection almost exactly at the anchored VWAP once we are anchored at our all-time high. Yes, Bitcoin got a push towards the upside into the anchored VWAP, grabbed liquidity above the recent high, and for the past couple of hours we are seeing a push back down. And most importantly, on the push down, we are right now losing the most important volume level at approximately 115.5 thousand US dollars. This right here is really not ideal and is also going to be a bearish Bitcoin indication. Not to mention that yes, for the past couple of days, we have been paying attention to our exponential moving averages. On the 4-hourly, we are still moving in an average downtrend. 50 EMA is below 200 EMA, which right now means an average trend on the 4-hourly time frame. It is unfortunately going to be towards the downside. Additionally, on the 2-hourly, we are also in a downtrend. On the 1-hourly time frame, yes, unfortunately still, we are moving in an average downtrend. But maybe right now you're going to ask me, bro, even though we are right now seeing a rejection, even though Bitcoin is losing the value area low, why are you still holding long positions, not only on Bitcoin, but also on XRP, on Cardano, and many other different altcoins? That is because ideally, I still want to see another push towards the upside. And of course, ideally, I want Bitcoin to reclaim the value area low and to see another push towards the upside towards our major next area of resistance. And something I posted on Twitter only a couple of hours ago, where I said that yes, Bitcoin has just lost the major volume level. Reclaim is a must, otherwise sellers stay in control. Let me right now share with you why ideally I would still like to see Bitcoin seeing another push towards the upside. I'm right now completely aware on many different time frames, 1-hourly, 2-hourly, and 4-hourly time frame, in terms of our exponential moving averages, we are in a downtrend. However, on the other hand, looking at the market structure, we are seeing some kind of a sign of strength. So what you're right now going to see, Bitcoin got a push down. It was also a lower high and another lower low. On the entire push up, not only we broke one high right here, but also another high. So that right now means bearish market structure on the 1-hourly time frame was broken. And if you look like that, we can simply be expecting a higher low Bitcoin and continuation towards the upside for another push up. So yes, ideally I want to see higher. That is why I do remain in my long positions. But with all of those long trades, I did set my stop loss to break even. In a case right now, we are not going to be able to reclaim our value area low and Bitcoin discontinue lower. Literally, everything is in risk management, something I also posted about yesterday on Twitter, where I said, bounce or no bounce, risk management decides who survives. So yes, I do remain in long positions. In a case we go lower, I get stopped out at break even, no money was lost, but ideally I want right now Bitcoin to reclaim the value area low and for us to simply move towards another major area of resistance. And what could that right now mean? Because we are seeing a rejection right here, that could mean Bitcoin is still forming the bigger Elliott wave. Remember what we were saying yesterday? On the entire move down, we finished our A wave. At the moment, we can simply be forming our Elliott wave, and after the Elliott wave is finished, we can then be expecting another push down. So if Bitcoin does continue higher, reclaims the value area low, we are then simply going to know that in our Elliott wave, we also got another A wave right here, B wave right here, C wave right here. We are going to finish the entire Elliott wave, and only then we can continue our way lower towards the downside. That is right now also why I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button, because 1000 likes are really possible, and also thank you for subscribing to the channel. Let me right now also do share with you what other people are doing in the market, because it really does look like a lot of them are being extremely bearish on Bitcoin, looking already as right now for another lower low. Later in the video, yes, I'm also going to talk about major liquidation levels right here, but let me right now actually share with you what other people have been doing in the market for the past couple of hours. Maybe you're going to be surprised, but it really does look like. On the entire move down right here, a lot of brand new short positions have been opening. How do I know that? CVD indicator got a push down, which means selling pressure is coming in the market. Also, open interest got an increase towards the upside, which means brand new money is coming in the market. So if we right now connect everything together, people are opening brand new short positions exactly at this specific area. But to be honest right now, after such a big rejection back down, personally, I would not really be interested to fire another short position. I am going to look for a short position only after Bitcoin is going to hit our major area of resistance. But as of right now, yes, value area low unfortunately has been lost, but nevertheless, I do remain in my long positions. I am not going to fire another short position on Bitcoin. And also right now, what if we pay attention directly to the liquidations? Bitcoin liquidation heat map is right there showing something very, very interesting. Bigger liquidations on Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, yes, unfortunately, are going to be also below our recent low. At approximately 111.5 thousand US dollars, 163 million of long positions are going to be liquidated. But on the other hand, we also have bigger liquidations above our recent highs, where approximately 160 million of short positions are going to get wrecked. So if you right now pay attention to the Bitcoin liquidation heat map alone, I would pretty much say 50-50 that we are going to right now see push down, or that we are simply going to continue our way much higher towards the upside. So looking right now only at this specific data, it is not right now going to say to us, okay, Bitcoin does have a higher probability of moving higher or of moving lower. So simply, we need to set a very simple rule in which direction is right now more likely for Bitcoin to move. And maybe the semi-futures chart can actually help us, because right now paying attention to this specific chart, the last candle actually closed at approximately 117,000 US dollars. Right now, Bitcoin is trading at 115,000 US dollars. So what is that going to mean? In the next couple of hours, there is going to be another brand new CME futures gap. So in that case, we are going to have approximately a 90% probability that Bitcoin is going to see a push towards the upside, fill the CME gap, and then we are going to go from there. So this right here, the CME futures chart, is right now going to be a bullish Bitcoin indication. Additionally, what you're right now going to see, at what area is Bitcoin trading as of right now. Once we are zooming in on the 30-minute time frame, you're going to see our recent lows and our recent highs were exactly where Bitcoin is trading as of right now. So yes, we are trading at some kind of an area of support, and ideally, of course, I don't want Bitcoin to lose this specific support area, and of course for us to move lower towards downside, because it really does look like below us there is not going to be any major levels anymore. So yes, at the moment we are at the area of support. Let's see if it's going to be able to hold, and of course then also let's see if Bitcoin is finally going to be able to once again reclaim our value area low. If we move lower, I get stopped out on my long trades. Of course, I do have my stop loss at break even, but nevertheless, ideally I want Bitcoin to get some kind of a sign of strength for us to reclaim the value area low right here, and for us to then also move even higher towards the upside. That is why if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free 30,000 US dollar bonus, because only after you're going to sign up, you're going to get 20 USDT completely for free. Click the first link down below in the description. Bybit Exchange is right now giving to you 20 USDT only after you register, 20 USDT after you deposit $100, and then also open up your first trade, you're going to get 20 USDT and then also 40 USDT. The 30,000 US dollar bonus is right now still available with the first link down below in the description after you register and after initial deposit. Right now, let me also talk about the next major area of resistance you should right now pay attention to in a case Bitcoin does go higher and actually do feel the major CME gap. Only a couple of hours ago, we confirmed a brand new daily high term time frame area of resistance, and this specific level is going to come in at approximately 116.9 thousand US dollars. Now, remember yesterday where I said slightly higher, we also have another daily level. And to be honest right now, if I right now say to you which daily right here is more of an important one, I would definitely go with the higher one. Why so? Because the higher daily level, it is also aligning very nicely with our recent high. So it also means we have liquidity above the high, we have our daily level, and also most importantly, people are going to get liquidated if we are right now going to see another push towards the upside. So I would say, yes, our fresh daily right here is an important level, but the better one, the most important one, it is then definitely going to be our higher daily level. And also, of course, if you look like that, if we are going to continue higher, the upper weekly level at 119.3 thousand US dollar area. Now, in terms of support levels, what you're also going to see right here, the next support level on Bitcoin, in a case we are right now going to lose the area of support where we are as of right now, is in that case going to be quite low at approximately 112.5 thousand US dollars. But to be honest, as of right now, I am not going to trade this specific level. Personally, I would not look for another long trade right here, because in that case, probably Bitcoin is going to go lower and maybe even going to break our recent low right here at 111.6 thousand US dollars. So yes, we do have our daily slightly lower, but in my opinion, it's nothing significant, and I am not going to look for another long trade at this specific area. Now, talking about the indicators, we go with the RSI, we can go with the money flow, with the MACD. Yes, unfortunately, on the 4-hour time frame, we are seeing some hidden bearish divergences. Higher high on RSI, higher high on money flow, higher high on MACD, lower high on Bitcoin. So this right here is definitely going to be a bearish Bitcoin indication, and it means a hidden bearish divergence is right now being present on many different indicators on the 4-hour time frame. So if you look like that, those indicators are bearish. The semi futures chart, on the other hand, is going to be a bullish Bitcoin indication, but also we are overall speaking moving in a downtrend, and additionally, Bitcoin is still trading below our value area low. So at the moment, you need to be slightly more careful if you're holding long positions on the entire cryptocurrency market, because we still need to see right now a sign of strength for Bitcoin to reclaim the value area low for us to then be slightly more bullish. But it does look like a lot of different altcoins are right now not seeing that big of a rejection back down. Ethereum, for example, holding up very nicely. XRP, for example, also holding up very nicely. A lot of different altcoins are not seeing that big of a push down, similarly to what Bitcoin is as of right now doing. So ideally right now, Bitcoin reclaims the value area low, and after that, we do see a bigger push towards the upside towards our next major areas of resistances. That is right now also why make sure you take an advantage of the free bonus using the first link down below, because only after you register, you're already going to get 20 USDT, but then also deposit because you're going to get even bigger bonuses. But right now also, thank you for smashing up the like button.